I'm Sandy Steinman, President of Background Checks Express, your one-stop source for accurate, accessible, and affordable background checking. Last week we talked about the requirement that information produced by background checking firm just has to be accurate and relevant. And in upcoming weeks I plan on breaking down the various type of background checks that employers can choose from and what the landmines are when you do any of them. But today I've got to tell you about a conversation I had with the owner of a temporary personnel agency that left me speechless. Well, almost. I was at one of my client's offices last week when the owner of a temporary service, who my client knew, came in to talk about their service. During the course of the conversation, he told my client that they diligently background checked every one of their temporary employees before they were ever sent out on assignment because they knew what a serious obligation they had. And I said, he was a man after my own heart. So I introduced myself to the owner of the temp service and told him that I was president of a background checking firm and asked him if I could call him the following week to talk about becoming their background checking provider. Told him I usually save my clients 10 to 15%. He was certainly all in for that. So when I called, I asked my usual starting question and wanted to know what background checking they were doing now. The owner, let's call him Bob, proudly told me that they run a state background check for the state they were located, and then they stopped talking. What? I was still listening, prepared to hear the rest of the story, and I said, and Bob said, and nothing. That's all we do, and we pay $5 for that background check. I took a breath and told him he would do well to just save that $5 and not run any background checks at all. Bob was shocked and asked why. I responded with a question of my own, and I asked why he ran any background check, to which he responded that they run checks to avoid negligent hiring lawsuits. I said, Bob, what you are doing is so flawed and so incomplete, it won't begin to accomplish what you hope for. And if, God forbid, one of your employees committed an act of violence while on the job, you would become one of the 79% of employers that lose negligent hiring cases at an average cost of over $1 million. Why in the world would a temp service who has incredible liability, why would they not spend $40 or $50 to avoid that kind of a problem? I don't understand it. Bob asked me what kind of background checks I would run, and I told him. And next week, I'll let you know what I told him. But in the meanwhile, if you use a temp service or a temp to perm service, please find out what they really do and how they really protect you. If you're an employer, I hope you'll follow this series of videos because what you learn here could well keep you out of court or keep you from hiring the wrong person or from doing business with a temp firm that doesn't really background check the people they send you. And that's our mission. If you have any questions about background checking or how we can help you, just feel free to call me at 844-SCREAM-NOW. That's 844-727-3366. Or email me at sandy@backgroundchecksexpress.com. In the meanwhile, please be safe, hire safe, and I'll see you in the next video.